There's footage and records of objects in the skies that we don't know exactly what they are.
Intelligence representative at a high level from the US government is saying publicly, we are not alone.
Greetings, beautiful people, marvelous citizens of the planet Earth. Welcome to the Lucid Lens. Yesterday, Ubiquity University, in partnership with MUFON, New Paradigm Institute, Hollywood Disclosure Alliance, and others, held a live stream titled, "What's Happening with the Drones in Our Skies?" Speakers included experts covering a wide range of the UFO phenomena, such as UFO historian and author Richard Dolan, Executive Director of the Scientific Coalition for UAP Studies Richard Hoffman. Daniel Sheehan was there, remote viewer Bordie Jaworski, one of the most famous experiencers, Bledsoe, and Stephen Bassett, founder of the Paradigm Research Group. The event itself was very well rounded, with the general consensus of the panel that what is being experienced currently is a mixture of both NHI, non-human craft, orbs, as well as some sort of military drone operation. Check out this stream, I'll have it linked below. But I want to focus on a little nugget that Stephen Bassett dropped at the end of his talk.
I forgot to mention that. I'm aware that another hearing is in the works, and the nuclear weapons tampering or shutdown witnesses led by Robert Salas are in the forefront of testifying at those hearings, finally, 34 years after Bob first came forward. And I'm sorry I didn't mention that, but this is a big deal. If those witnesses, and there's anywhere from 4 to 9, some have died off, get in front of a hearing and testify to the shutdown of these missiles, that's ball game. And so that's something we can look forward to. It could happen before the inauguration, but will certainly happen after the inauguration.
This is pretty massive news. So not only is another UAP hearing in the works, but the intent is to make the focus first-hand witnesses like Robert Salas. Steve says there could be up to 9 witnesses with a chance the hearing could take place before the presidential inauguration toward the end of January, if not soon after. If you aren't familiar with Mr. Salas, he's a former nuclear missile launch officer who in 1967 witnessed a UFO disable the fleet of nuclear missiles at Malmstrom Air Force Base. After the previous hearing with Lou Elizondo, former Rear Admiral Tim Gallaudet, and others, Stephen Bassett and Salas spoke with Congresswoman Nancy Mace about his experience, as well as providing other similar examples. This interview was captured by the Total Disclosure channel, and I'll leave a link to the original video below. Salas told the Congresswoman that he had went to Aero last year in 2023, who told him he was free from his signed NDA and he could talk about the incident. However, when he asked if they would follow up to corroborate his story with the Air Force, they said, "Nah, great job, Aero, you're doing so good." Nancy Mace was quick to point out that this testimony was not even included in Aero's historical report released earlier in the year. What a joke. So this is pretty big news, though. First-hand military witnesses to the Malmstrom incident and possibly other historical UFO cases would certainly perk members of Congress up in their seats and further fuel their will to continue the investigation. However, while credible military first-hand witnesses such as Robert Salas will further confirm the reality of UFOs for many in Congress and the general public, what those of us who have been following the subject are really waiting for are first-hand whistleblowers from the Legacy program to finally step forward. However, with distrust in the federal government at a historic high, especially with this response to the drone debacle, will testimony even be enough? I mean, what kind of evidence will be enough to satisfy everyone's unique threshold of proof? Or do our friends from out of town just need to up the ante and continue to increase their presence and the extravagance until enough of the world's population that still hasn't woken up becomes aware through their own experience? I think only then, when enough of us have gone from questioning to believing to knowing, will we be ready to move forward. That's it for today. Be good to yourselves and each other, and I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.